This is my friend Ayan Sohail, and to be honest with you, he's probably the most perfect guy I know. And Allahumma barik, like God bless him for everything. But this is a perfect opportunity for me to just be vulnerable and just talk about, how it feels to have somebody that is probably better than you in like all aspects of your life. But here's the thing, it's not about that, right? Jealousy will make you think that somebody is better than you. Because realistically, jealousy is not about who's better and who's not. This world was never about competition. We made it about competition. But I will tell you exactly how he's better than me. He was the first ever Pakistani D1 athlete in basketball. Basketball to me was a dream. Ever since I was a little kid, I grew up playing basketball every single day. And I slept with a basketball in my lap. I was just like addicted to playing basketball. And my dream was to play Division One. The reason why was because my family, they didn't have the money to pay for like a Division One basketball school. And I wanted to just be able to give them the opportunity to show them I can do it. I can do it on my own. And I never ended up getting it. I'll be honest, I was a bench warmer. I just never played any games. I never got playing time. I had a lot of performance anxiety. And, we became friends, but the more I got to know him, the more I realized he was living my dream. He was the first ever Pakistani Division One athlete and the best in the city, and he's brown, and he's 6'2", and on top of that, he's a doctor, or he's going to be a doctor. He's in medical school, and the #1 medical school in the nation, one of the best. He's literally my parents' dream, my dream. What I wanted to be. I wanted to be a doctor when I was younger. I wanted to be a doctor, an athlete, and overall good-looking kid. I mean, he's a great guy. He's a great-looking kid. Look at him, right? I mean, everything that I ever wanted in my life. When he first told me that he was a Division One athlete, and the more I started looking at who he was, the more I felt like this kind of feeling of regret. Like, why couldn't I just be better? Why couldn't I just keep going? Why couldn't I just be like him? Like everything that my parents have told me about what it is to be a perfect brown kid, a doctor, lawyer, engineer. But obviously everyone wants to be a doctor. It's exactly who he is. And every time I look at him, sometimes in my heart, I feel like I'm not doing enough. He studies 24/7. He grinds. He takes care of his body, takes care of him. The first time I ever met him, he pulled out a back scratcher. And I was like, this guy has it all. He puts a napkin in his pocket. He lotions his up. I mean, this is his. This is not mine. He came to Houston, to Chicago, and brought some lotion with him because he takes care of his skin. He takes care of his body. He takes care of his needs. I mean, well put together. And it's like every time I look at him, I'm just like, wow, why can't I be better? And here's the thing. I'm being so vulnerable right now and just talking about what it feels like these thoughts are in my mind because you even know damn well when you watch, the reason why you're even watching this video is because you've had that jealousy over somebody. You've had that jealousy over someone. There's somebody out there that your parents compare you to, a friend or a partner or a teacher that tells you that this person is better than you. And you have those thoughts creeping in your mind, no matter who you are, even him. I'm sure there's somebody out there that he's jealous of, that he has these jealous thoughts of because he just wants to be better. And there's nothing wrong with being better. There's nothing wrong with me being able to look at somebody who's doing great things and think, why can't I do it? Because the problem is this, it's not about the inspiration. It's the desperation that comes and creeps in your mind when jealousy takes over. Because it makes you think that you're not enough, when in reality, you were always enough. I was always enough. The dreams of being a Division One athlete, the dreams of being in the NBA, the dreams of being able to be a doctor and own your own clinic or be able to take care of your families, these aren't the things that make me who I am. What makes me, me. What makes him, him, are the thoughts that are in his mind, the way that he lives his life, and the way that he holds himself up. Yes, these accolades can help, but the way to get to these accolades, the way to get to your dreams, the way to get to a place where you're accomplishing great things comes from the way you think. And to see somebody who's doing so much better than you and to feel this type of resentment internally, it's not because of them, it's because of me. It's not because of him, it's because of me. This whole time, I'm looking at him and I'm comparing himself to me. I'm comparing who he is, this well put together, this perfect brown guy who's just the absolute diamond essence
image of what every single brown parent would ever want in any type of kid, I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at a version of me, a version of who I want to be. Because this entire time, it was never about him. It was always about me. Every reflection, every single time I looked at him, it was somebody I wanted to be. It had nothing to do with him. It had nothing to do with his basketball. It had nothing to do with his education. It had nothing to do with his looks. It had everything to do with what I wanted to be. But what I failed to realize over and over again is that I always had it. And it wasn't about the achievements. It was about the mindset. It was about your heart. And the way to go about getting to places in life isn't to just simply achieve and achieve and achieve. It's to just simply be and to simply have that peace in your mind that you can do it. Instead of feeling desperate that just because he did it, I have to do it, you can feel inspired that because he can do it, so can I. That he's giving me a reason to feel like it's possible. And even if it isn't, so what? Having friends that have done amazing things in life, seeing people who have accomplished so many amazing, beautiful things gives me more hope that I can also be like that. But I'm already there. I'm already there. Even if I don't have the accolades, I'm already there. To get to $1 million, you need to build $1 million mindset. There's a reason why so many people, there's a statistic where almost 90% of people who win the lottery end up going broke. Why is that the case? It's living proof that no matter what you have, it is not about what you have, it is who you are that creates your value. You can give me $1 billion, you can give me the doctorate, you can give me the NBA contract. I will not be able to attain it if I don't have the mindset. And the mindset starts within. It starts with you being able to look in the mirror instead of looking at others. Looking in the mirror and understanding, I have what it takes. I am enough. And slowly, you attract the people that think just like that. There's a reason why he and I are friends and not just an example that I look at online. Because for years on end, I've been slowly working on that self-confidence. On that practice of not letting my jealousy. There's nothing wrong. Again, let me be clarified. There's nothing wrong with feeling jealous. That's a normal human trait. But there's everything wrong with acting on jealousy, with believing in your jealousy. Because when you feel jealous, it's normal. It's normal for a human to feel jealous. It's normal for a human to feel like they're not doing enough. It's actually one of the driving factors to helping you become better, but we make that choice to figure out how do we take that energy. We either use it for good or we use it for bad. Right? We can take that and actually become inspired, or we take that and just become desperate or feel like we need to retire. We need to just quit. Realistically, jealousy isn't the problem. It's the way we use it. And when I see that jealousy, okay, I feel like I'm seeing this guy, Ayan. He's the first ever Pakistani athlete. He's a doctor. He's doing all these things. Instead of feeling like, oh, because he did it, I need to do it. I could feel inspired, like because he's able to do it, so can I do great things. Then it no longer becomes a challenge of comparison. It becomes a moment of inspiration, and now I can focus on myself. And guess what? I've been able to accrue millions of followers. That was a big dream of mine when I was a kid. Just to be able to inspire the youth and just create content to make people laugh and to create content to make people smile and to feel like people are able to grow because I'm able to help them. It was always a dream and I'm living it. Alhamdulillah. But it doesn't come from the fact that I'm comparing myself to people. It doesn't come from the fact that I'm jealous of people. As a matter of fact, that jealousy was just destroying me. It was the way that I took my jealousy, it was destroying me. And until I need to realize my relationship with my jealousy, how do I work on my relationship with jealousy? That's when I was able to build my life. You need to focus on how to build your relationship with jealousy. And the first step is to stop comparing. Always recognize that you are enough. And then you slowly attract the people that you were once jealous of, that become your friends, and you build together. And now he and I are good friends. In my house, in my basement, making a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? And all of this happened because there's no room for jealousy. There's a reason why we're friends. We want to see each other succeed. We want what's best for others. And it's normal to feel like he's doing better. Why can't I be better? It's normal. But remember, do not let that thought interfere your ability to keep moving forward with who you are. Always remember, because he can do it, I'm inspired to believe that so can I. Maybe it's not in the same realm. Maybe it's in a different realm. But regardless of whatever it is, it's not about the accolade. It's about the mindset. I don't believe that I can do great things because he's a doctor or an athlete. I believe that I can do great things because he has built the mindset to get to a place where he can be a doctor and an athlete. If he can build a mindset where he can wake up every day, feel grateful, feel blessed, and feel like I need to work on myself every day because God has given me the chance to breathe, and every breath that I take, I need to continuously work on my craft and please the man of the Lord above. It is more of an inspiration to me to be able to think and act just like that, because that right there is the key to success. What do you think?
I agree with everything you said.
My God.